talk, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee to get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I can't help but smile, not because I'm rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special team set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of a football team.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jones. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's the option, running right. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Jones keeping it on the sneak. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Barkley will take it in for the Giants' touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a give here to Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now Elliott. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his target, Beckham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Here's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gano's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Jones from the gun on third down. It's caught. Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
How big is any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point. They go back to Pollard on second down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the Giants send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Kamu Cruz-Hill getting in there and taking him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott now. And this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Here's Beckham. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Back to throw. Jones. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 101 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Again, it's Barkley. There's some space here. 36 yards on the play.
Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
Jones will sneak it, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Jones throwing for it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing. Prescott.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First down, Prescott. Ball delivered complete on the crossing route, Gallup. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Pollard. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. McCann's kick up and good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A first down carry for Barkley. Pushes past him.
And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
To throw is Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from 52, and this for the win. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch it tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, good and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like, hey, how you doing?